Hello, welcome to this first November Flick Through video. Sorry, I've got a cold. Don't worry. I'm alright, it's not COVID. Hello. Oh. Have you ever done that? The classic sort of like a bit dumb and dumber. I just squared it and it went the wrong way. I don't know. That was a bit Dumb and Dumber where he goes to square the thing and it's... Oh man. Okay. Shall I start again? Anyway, hand job. Hello. Got a cold. So come in if you want to. If you want to stay off work, come in, buy some records, get a cold. I mean, I can't be fairer than that. Give you an opportunity to stay off work. Okay, welcome. My name's Alan and I run a record shop in North Liverpool. If you've never seen one of these videos before, as I say in all the videos, turn it off now. There's the off button. Turn it off. Because I'm going to witter on. I'm going to show you some absolutely terrible records, some dirge, some okay records. There's some dirge, there's some okay records. And there's some brilliant records. 3 lots of records. I'll give you some timers on the screen for when the normal records start and then when the collectibles start. Flick to them, turn the volume down. You know the score. Right, what I want to say in my little blurb. Thank you for those who came to the gig. It was a great event. I put gigs on the last Saturday of each month and we put them on in the corner over there. Over there. And it's great. So got more lined up for next year. I haven't got anything else planned for this year. There might be a few, there might be 1 or 2 surprise things happening, but you can never guarantee. My people are in conversation with some other people. So stay tuned. What else? Thank you for coming to the gig, for everybody. Great. British Cherry Collective, Subphotic. I was pronouncing it Subphotic. Those guys are on the Castles in Space label. They're brilliant. I've got some of their records in stock here if you want to come in and listen and buy some and support those guys. Do that. I'll just put my timings down. Okay, so what do you think of the new Beatles record? First off, it is a Beatles record. So shut up. And as a Beatles, as a record, it's a Beatles record, right? It's great. I like the sentiment. I think what I like more about it is the fact that A, it can be done. It's a Beatles record. One of the most important cultural events that's happened, certainly in the last 200 years. And, is that band and what followed. And what inspired that band. And, everything around that music. So the fact it can happen is great. I think also the sentiment in it, I thought was the things that struck me were the sentiment in it. It's obviously either a song from, it sounds like it's a song from John to Paul to me, 1978. Now and then I miss you, etc., etc. It's either that or it's a song to Yoko or May. I mean, probably more a song to to Paul, isn't it? So I like that. I also like all the nods that have been put in the song. So not just the style of Ringo's drumming, but there's nods to previous Beatles sounds, themes and tunes, and the most prevalent of that is in the orchestration, isn't it? Which is really good. So I quite like that. If that dude, the piccolo trumpet player, had not died, I'm sure you'd have had a rising piccolo trumpet somewhere in there. But anyway, I thought that was really good. My only bugbear is it's $15.99. 7-inch single is $15.99 if you want to go and buy it on record. Now that's only going to go up in price. I had Freezer Bed on 7-inch single, and that was over 20 quid in like mint condition. So it's only going to go up in price. So people are going to buy it as collectors, aren't they? Which, what am I saying here? Am I saying don't buy records to collect? No, I'm not. $15.99, 7-inch single. Right, what else? Christmas opening hours. Oh yeah, Christmas opening hours. I'm open at Christmas. Hopefully that's helpful. What else? Oh yeah, okay. You know, I went on about where the name of the shop comes from, Protect and Survive. Well, I managed to get hold of. So it comes from Protect and Survive, which is the old leaflet or campaign about protecting yourself in event of nuclear war in the 1980s. 1970. Oh, there's goo everywhere, yeah. There's a ding for the goo. I'm not getting me leaflet in the goo. You know what I mean? I'm not going there. Okay, but look. Hand gel, that is. Look, I've got one. An original one. On that there eBay. So if you're the people bidding against me, that's great. I drove the price up for me. Brilliant. But you probably weren't. I know you're all very nice people, but you probably weren't. But look, it's like mint condition. So if you want to have a look at this, just as a piece of cultural history, it's really interesting and really important. But obviously for the shop, and I named the shop because this had such a long-lasting kind of impact on me as a kid. That kind of, you know, I was thinking what had an impact on me as much as music did, and it was stuff like, well, this is one, and that's where we thought we'd pull the shop, and obviously we took the protecting hi-fi rather than protecting your family. So come and have a look at that if you want. I'm tired. I'm not very well. I probably shouldn't be here today. So that's not very good, is it? That's not very protecting and surviving, is it? So I've got all of those documents here. That's really good. What else? Oh yeah. Who saw who's been following the whole AI thing? Like, we should all bow down to Elon Musk because, you know, he thinks he knows everything. Clearly a clever guy, obviously very wealthy, but, you know, I don't know. Having the Prime Minister laughing and giggling around him like some sort of like, you know, it's like meeting one of his rock star heroes. He's so funny. It's like meeting Dave Grohl or something. God, Dave is so hilarious. He probably is, but I don't know. But, you know, the point is, he's like fawning around him. I thought it's totally embarrassing. He wants to avoid the question about wealth and jobs and all that sort of stuff. And Elon Musk. Get me lip seal on. You know what I mean? Who wants chapped lips? Let me get your lip seal on. It's as good as it gets, honestly. Told you to fast forward to the records, and even then they're not very good. Just go to the collectibles. There's some good stuff in the collectibles. Yeah, the AI thing, and do you want my take on it? Because obviously you tune in for social philosophy of artificial intelligence, don't you? As well as gonna swear then, rubbish records. What's my take on it? Somebody mentioned that human behaviour isn't quantitative, and therefore AI can't do qualitative, human, emotionally responsive things. I don't think that's the point. I think it's the point of, certainly, I understand it. Structured AI, which is you give it parameters to learn with it, is you're basically saying, yeah, all these behavioural points are, you can identify them as points, and therefore you can put weights on them, and then therefore you can say in these situations, or given these whole scenarios, and the processing capacity is such now that that AI systems, processors, machines, whatever, are able to process that information very quickly and what am I saying? And to the complexity that the human decision making can come up with similar sorts of results and responses. So, you know, would you be able to have an empathetic machine? Yeah. Is it going to have the human touch, in inverted commas? No. But I think that AI in the future will, you're teaching it to be able to be responsive and reactive like humans. Now, physically, can that happen? Probably not, no. I don't think certainly not in, you know, I think what they're failing to talk about is they're not talking about like time limits. I mean, when you talk in anything, you got to talk about strategically down the line, like 250 years or whatever. But really, it can all change massively. What you're really thinking about is near real time, right? Near real time being what, 5 years, 10 years. What can it do? So you could talk about it like that, and then people were criticizing it. Oh, it can't be artistic and creative. Music and art as being creative. using AI in a structured environment for years. So it's happening, and it's going to be good. And you've got to think, what will a future AI Beatles album sound like? And I'm excited. I think that's going to sound amazing. I mean, you're going to be able to have future AI, all sorts of great art and music. Okay? There's my social philosophy of AI. Okay, right, so we're going from social philosophy of AI to Shakin Stevens records. Should we do that? Alright, I'll do it at 11 minutes. These next bunch of records are rubbish. Okay? So, records. 11 minutes. And then collectibles. Don't know where we'll start with that. Whatever. 9 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. 1 second. Hello, welcome to the flick through section of the video. Look at this. This is a record by a drummer called Eric Delaney, and I remember when I first started university, I went to my tutor doing engineering or something, and he's like, "Oh, what do you want to do? You know, you started to do engineering, what do you want to do in engineering?" I said, "I don't want to do any engineering, I want to be a drummer." And he went, "You should meet my mate, Eric Delaney." This is the tutor, right? And Eric Delaney, I'd never heard of him, but he's a famous jazz drummer. And the reason I've got the post-it notes on is these women are naked. I mean, look, it's ridiculous. So we've got post-it note, boob tubes, post-it note clothes. It's ridiculous album cover. It's less the album cover, it's more the fact that this guy was saying to me, "Oh, I can put you in touch with Eric Delaney," this drummer. We were meant to be like talking about me doing a degree, and we ended up talking about drums. Look at that drum kit. That's the most important thing. Oh, so signed by Eric Delaney. I mean, it's obviously the cover's seedy, but the drums is what it's about. I never did get to meet Eric Delaney, and I stopped doing engineering because you know why? Brilliant and relevant. My cousin is amazing engineering. Shout out to those guys. Great to see you. Thank you for coming in the shop. A ding for all of you. But it was really hard. It was really hard. I was like, I don't want to come to university and do something that's difficult. I want to do something that's easy and I can swan through it. Anyway, let's go to the records. So, the social philosophy of AI and Shakin Stevens records. Rockabilly Shaky. Yeah. Carpenter's box set. Told ya. Rubbish. Told ya. John Williams. I mean, not rubbish. The theme to the Deer Hunter. But what it was I was able to get to a load of a big pile of just like cheap records and just price them up cheaply to get them out. They sat there for ages. Bit more than a £2 bin. But so just had somebody who was very helpful helping me out. Bit more hand gel. Go through them all. Anyway, Odyssey. Let's get through this. Diane Warwick. Original platters. I mean, see? David Essex. Yeah. Carly Simon's greatest hits. Getting it there. Rick Astley, who's like apparently like the uber coolest dude ever on the planet. Sure, he's a nice guy. I didn't like his music then, and I don't really like it now, even if the Foo Fighters do it and it's meant to be cool, because whatever they do is meant to be the coolest thing in the world ever, which it's not. I mean, he's probably a nice guy, but I still don't really like that man music. Diana Ross. Gilbert O. Sullivan. Not Gilbert and Sullivan. Roy Orbison. Gladys Knight. Insert your Gladys Knight in a Pips joke here. I'm just thinking of that Viz joke. Gladys Knight and the Pips have gone. Someone on the phone saying, "Pips have gone, the Pips are walking off." Anyway, not me, but bad manners. Shalimar. And the look I wish I could pull off. I wish. If there was a cure for baldness, really, genuinely, I'd have all three of them hairstyles in about a week. I'd honestly go nuts. You people with hair, you don't know you're born. Don't know how lucky you are. Just imagine all those bald people and all the crazy hairstyles they'd have. Shads, Hall & Oates live. That's going on. Gallagher and Lyle. Tim Rice, Andrew. I told ya. Stick around though. Stick around. There's some good stuff. Ben Campbell. Elvis. was not a hero of mine, etc. Elvis. Even Elvis is looking bored in the amount of Elvis records. Four Seasons story, what's that? Is that, I don't know, narrative. Frank's adopting the expression of what people who watch my video don't. Turn it off. Turn it off. Go to a proper record shop. Yeah? And then come in and tell me how you've been to a proper record shop. Went to a great record shop. Brilliant. I bought all this stuff and it's much better than yours. Chance. Elvis. TV Hits album. If that's got Cagney and Lacey on it, it's going nowhere. No, it seems to be UK stuff. Oh, is it? Theme from Minder. Oh, Vida Say Pet. Ooh. Dempsey and Makepeace. That's Living Alright by Joe Fagan. Might be playing that. More Shads. Told ya. 3 Degrees. 4 Tops. Carols by Candlelight. Right. Christmas. Come and get your Christmas stuff. Come and get your Christmas albums. All that. More Elvis. Dodgy. Elvis. Honestly. Mungo Jerry. Don't drink. Don't drive. You must sit there thinking, alright, I'm coining it in off this record, but I do regret writing those lyrics. Theme to American Graffiti. It's alright. It's not a bad one. Nat King Cole. Theme to American Graffiti. Oh, we've also got 2 of them. Right, now. Yeah. Oh, I had a cassette of this in school, right? And we snuck around listening to it. We couldn't believe our ears. We couldn't believe it. What can you say apart from it's just brilliant. I don't know if this is my favourite. Oh yeah. Okay. They're mostly funny. Jet Harris. Bobby Vincent. Again. We're getting some okay stuff in a minute. The Coasters. Not the Coasters brilliant, but it's just obviously not Yakety Yak. Brilliant. 4 Seasons. Al Stewart. God. More Elvis. Everly's. Do you think these have been sat on the floor for about a year and a half? Everly's. Stiff Pilchard. Still going. New record out. Good for Cliff. Johnny. I don't know. Soundtrack. Movie soundtrack. So, My Fair Lady, Porgy and Bess. What else is in there? Oh, I thought that was Rhapsody in Blue, but it's not. Cotton Club. Oh, that's some cool stuff on it. It's a soundtrack to the Cotton Club. That'll be quite good. So, like oldies, 50s stuff. That's Domino, Jerry Lee, those sort of compilations. These aren't going in the new in bin, by the way. These are going to go straight out in either the sections or the cheap bin. Okay. Standard. Jean-Michel Jarre. Check out my mate who's called Jean-Michel Noir. His stuff's on Spotify. Brilliant. Can't go anywhere without the quo. Steely Dan. This is a MCA press of it. Twisted Sister. Metal. Dio Live intermission. Brilliant that. Therapy Teeth Grinder. Right, I just got through that stuff this week because I've had a busy week with the gig and stuff. I've had some brilliant records come in, some really sensational ones. I'm gonna get to them over the next, certainly before Christmas. There's some really good ones. Lots of standard fare as well, you know, your Carole Kings and your Kinks and your, I'm looking at Iggy and Stooges over there for next week. There's some really good stuff. Got people coming in, but I'm not opening for a bit. I've got to go and post something. Right, should we get to the 11 seconds and we'll get 20 minutes, we'll get to the collectibles. 20 mins. Anyway, all these people saying AI couldn't do my job. Yes, it could. Yes, it could. I mean, maybe not physically, but you know, like, anyway, let's get on with it. Collectibles, hello, welcome. Every loser wins, Nick Barry. Yeah, going on. I'm just kidding. Got some cool collectibles. Got some interesting ones. Not a ton. I have got lots of collectibles when I'm staging and going out. Because it just helps stage it by making sure that each week you've got something really quite interesting going out. And you know, just put all the good stuff out in one go, obviously. And then you having to put out shaky albums. Not that shaky isn't good, but you know what I mean. Belly, Star, original. Very nice. Ozzy Osbourne, Ultimate Sin. Ozzy, we've got the new album cover. Great. Yeah, we've made you the devil. Brilliant. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, woman in tight pants. Yeah, okay. Tick. And Ozzy is a demon. Excellent. Tick. There we go. All right, lads. That's busting. Great. I don't think Ozzy talks like that. Undertones. I've had a few Undertones albums in. Come from the same source. So I've got about 3 Undertones albums in at the moment, and I've had about 4. I've had 4 or 5 in, I think, overall. Different ones. Not the usual ones that you see. There's loads of versions of Ziggy out, and I've got a few originals, and there's different types. Some are relatively inexpensive, like the Dynaflex original press, which is the very flexy one. This one is 1E, 2E, so it's got Main Man. So there's a thing about what's on the label and stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a production company called Main Man, which was on the very first presses, not on them, not. It was Titanic, wasn't it? And then everybody looks out for it. It's got Main Man on the sleeve. It's a later press, right? But this one has not got Main Man written on the sleeve, but it's got Main Man written on the labels. So it's like an intermediate press, not on the sleeve. Got the printed original insert. Okay, original press. That's really very good. Plus, nice copy of it. What else have we got? Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. I think this is the pink probe. Yeah, pink probe. Woo! So that's first press, I think. It's funny that, isn't it? You get records in and you get the same record in. Again, that's happened with Hatful of Hollow. Got more Smith stuff to come in the next couple of weeks as well. Okay, so wait for that. REM, Automatic for the People. Vinyl, very good, plus sleeve, near mint. Whole thing's near mint minus. Got the sticker on it. Okay, there's that. Right. Let's keep Derek and Clive out. Couple of other things to show you, right, and then I'll try and probably end it quite quick. Couple of other collectibles. Who likes Morbid Angel? Of course you do. I got this box set in Morbid Angels, Kingdoms Disdained. As my mate Tom said, oh yeah, when it comes to the later albums that aren't as good, they put out all sort of fancy box sets. Now, I don't really know Morbid Angel's repertoire, and I'm sure Tom was just joking. But this is 7-inch singles in a box set. Nice box set. It's going to tip over and then go from near mint to very good plus with all the 7s in. So 7-inch singles. And then there's like an etched disc on the last 7-inch. So anyway, that's here. I've got that in the collection. That's near mint. Comes with a slip mat. And it comes with a CD, and it comes with a nice, attractive little Morbid Angel little chain you can put on your necklace. Got my little thing there. RESPCT. There's that. And then there's even a little Morbid Angel 7-inch adapter so you can play your 7-inch records. Good, eh? That's one for the collector. And then there's a CD in there as well. So that's one for the collectors. So that's going out. Quite collectible. So that's quite good. But then I've got in some things which are quite possibly the most, I say collectible, maybe not the rarest, but and maybe almost the most expensive. I'll show you what they are. They're quite cool. So I got in the Lord of the Rings soundtracks, which were released in 2018 on vinyl, right? And there's 3 of these things, and they are worth a lot of money. So these typically go anywhere between £500 and, I don't know, £1,300, maybe something like that. So these are in this. They have been played, but you wouldn't know. So they are. I would put them in near mint, to be honest, on the vinyl. I've looked at them, I've played them. There's no spindle marks. There's no marks on the records. Sound great. Not all the way through, obviously, for every single one, because there's 5 albums in here, 5 albums in the second one, 6 albums in the third one. So anyway, it comes with all the bits. If you want to look, you know what you're looking at. It's a box set with the vinyls, the poster. It's got a sheet, the details on the back. I'll dig out one of these. Music of the Lord of the Rings films. Comes with all this gear. And then I'll show you this one. I want to be super careful because obviously these are expensive records. Red vinyl. Look them up and you'll see either on eBay or look them up on Discogs. It's a bit of funny goings on Discogs, but anyway. So what I've got is I've got all 3. There's 3 of these from one from each of the movies, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell them as a 3 set. So I'm going to try and sell them all together to begin with. So I'm going to try and come up with a price that I think is a fair price for all 3 of them together. It's probably just going to be the same as what you'd expect to pay for like a mint one of these. There's a few little nibbles, like there's a little thing there which kind of knocks the value down just a touch. But having read up on them, there's common faults on all of them. But they all are numbered limited editions, by the way. So obviously this is the blue vinyl one. So there's that. And then this is the 6-disc third one. This has got a little bit, it looks like it's just been leaning against something there. A bit of water's took a little bit of the back off that. So that knocks it down a little bit. So stay tuned. I mean, if you want an investment in records, this may very well be it. 2018, and just look them up online. Super collectible. The complete Lord of the Rings box set. They're super collectible. Right, that's that. Shout out to my mate Teetles. Come and buy that. Come and buy local music. Where's the? I don't know where to put it. Hang on a minute. Cycle to work scheme. Communications. All you need to know about the cycle to work scheme is it's a cycle to work scheme. That's it. Now, this is really good. It's really good. You might recognise the building. It's, I don't want to describe it and insult it, but it's insightful, poetic, musical, commentary, protest. It's everything you'd expect from something as innovative that comes out of this part of the world. It's a piece of art, okay? And it should raise conversations. And they may be here sometime soon. Although, who are they and what is it? Who knows? That's that, right. Alright, if you've got any comments on AI, keep them to yourself because nobody cares. Okay, right. All the best, and I'll see you next week. No more gigs, just come in, support local record shops, and, you know, be nice to one another. And if you can't be nice to one another, just obviously bitch about each other behind each other's back, because that's what everybody does, right? As long as you think we all accept it, we'll just get on with it, go okay, and get on with our lives. Alright? I'm going to do it about you now. Okay, bye.